You're supposed to know how to rap. If you are a top rapper, you got to know how to rap. I'm sorry. I'm sick of this.
Yo.
We got Lil Wayne.
Check out the full podcast. Link below.
Yo. We are Lil Wise guys. Your boy, check out my boy
Quincy from Ratings Game Music. I ended the bit. I ended the QDZ for Sheezy bit.
R.I.P.
I am R.I.P. Quincy from Ratings Game Music, aka RGM.
There you have it. This is episode 154.
154.
Shout out to the gang. We appreciate everybody who's a part of the Wise gang for pulling up on us for another episode and, for supporting us and our brand and subscribing to all of our platforms as well, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We hit 800 subscribers on YouTube. We did that.
That's impressive.
We did that. Listen, if you're new here, stay a while. And if you've been here before, stay even longer. It's a beautiful day in DC, man, but we about to hit daylight savings, man.
Oh, yeah.
We about to lose an hour. I think everybody is. Technically. Fasten up your seatbelts, man. We got a dope episode on the way. Q, let's get into some announcements, bro. What you got?
Check out ratingsgamemusic.com, aka the best music site on the globe, on the planet.
Yeah, boy.
We got music reviews. We got album review for T Grizzly. He dropped an album called T's Coney Island. Mm-hmm. Please, somebody tell me what that album title means.
What you mean, man?
Really. What does that mean?
He explained it on Complex Music.
Oh, really? He did?
Yeah.
What does it mean? T's Coney Island?
Coney Island is a big attraction in Detroit. Mm-hmm. He grew up in Detroit. He wanted to recreate his own version of it. Okay. So he just named his album that. That's it.
Jeezy.
Yeah.
Jeezy came back with a new album called I Might Forgive, but I Do Not Forget.
Chill.
Rick Ross had an album called God Forgives, but I Don't.
God Forgives, I Don't.
It's kind of similar. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this album had 29 tracks. I went through all the 29 tracks, gave my final rating. I gave a rating for every single song, etc., etc. And then we got singles. Lil Wayne hopped on a song with Sierra and Chris Brown, remix to it. That was fire. T.I., your boy T.I. Apparently T.I. He's this is his next album is his last album. Did you know that? That's gonna be his last album.
I feel like he said that 3 times already though.
Called Vacay. Check us out, ratingsgamemusic.com.
Hey, real quick, is T.I. the king of the South like he claims?
Hell no, he's not the king of the South. I mean, but he's no.
You said that with
but
conviction.
Then again, who
said that
is?
With conviction?
Who would be Future? I guess Future.
The king
of the South.
Lil Wayne. Easy.
Yeah, that's true. Lil Wayne. But I love the bravado he had when he was on top of his game.
Me too, man. Zero skips. The playlist. It features a lot of up and coming artists. So if you are one, make sure to send us an email. Make sure if you are already on the playlist, keep on sharing it on Instagram and all these platforms. We repost everybody who shows love, man. I think it's a dope thing, man. When we add somebody to the playlist,
yeah, they
say, "Yo, man, appreciate y'all," and we just repost it. I think it's a dope thing. But I like what you did on the last episode, man. You reiterated, that
you got to reiterate.
If the music is fire,
you gotta reiterate.
It gotta be fire. It has to be a no skip song. Otherwise, we can't add you guys.
This ain't free lunch.
Just saying,
this ain't free lunch.
We can't do it, man.
This ain't. It got to be hot.
Link in the description if you guys want to tap into some indie artists that you probably never heard of. Shout out to everybody who's on the playlist, man. Also, if you want to check out bits and pieces of our podcast, extended clips from the show, great things we've said, in other words, our W takes, some of our L takes. On our last episode, we had one that really went up on YouTube is when we talked about DJ Vlad calling out Drake and DJ Khaled or whether or not he should, or those guys should speak on the Israel-Palestine conflict. You guys seem to really like that one. We got a lot of engagement on YouTube.
Yeah.
So keep streaming us on all the platforms. Subscribe to all our platforms, man. We love y'all, man. Keep it going because we're going to keep it rolling.
Yes, sir.
On to some of the topics, my brother. We're going to discuss, what are artists that you love, but you would never see them in concert? Like you would never in your life. What are some artists that you love? You absolutely love their music. You love their aesthetic. You love what they mean from artistry. You love everything about them, but for whatever reason, you just don't.
I like it.
Ever want to spend your money to go see them in concert?
I like it.
RGM. Speaking of this topic, RGM put up a post recently where Earl Sweatshirt and Alchemist were talking about how, man, the art of live performances is whack these days.
Yeah.
Dudes is up there singing over their vocals. It's basically karaoke out there, essentially. Are you going to pay to see an artist do karaoke? Like, let's be real. Or do you want to see a real performance? Just some questions, you know? And then also, we're going to get into what are some Zero Skips albums? Speaking of Zero Skips, what are some Zero Skips albums that
Sponsored by Zero Skips.
Ding, you truly believe it's a Zero Skip album and like you're standing on it?
I got one.
You stand on it.
I got one.
No, it don't matter what anybody says. You stand on it.
I'm going to consistently win this battle. Can we put a poll out there for the
I would love to put a poll.
I'm going to consistently
Brother, I have 3 for today. We only going to probably talk about
Just
one. And I guarantee you the people know every album I'm going to say 100% Zero Skips.
Okay.
But first, on this episode, are music fans too accepting of everything from the new generation of hip hop? You know, it's an interesting topic. You and I we debated for a while before the podcast. I watched clips of J. Cole speaking to Lil Yachty on Yachty's podcast, where Cole was speaking on how back in the day, 2015, 2016, when he made, you know, songs like 1985 on his KOD album, when he was always going after the Lils. Remember Lil whatever. He remember Cole had this long-lasting beef with this new generation. Said they were drug addicts, they were lean heads. You guys are misguided. Yada 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 yada. Well, on this new episode with Yachty, he spoke about how he's actually come around to this new generation. He's completely flipped the script. He's more accepting of what's going on. I think that particular part of the combo is just a microcosm of what you and I can discuss on this. But like in general, do you feel like people are too accepting of what's going on in hip hop or just music in general? Or do you feel like there is a room where we need to push back when needed on stuff you don't like? How you feel about that?
There is pressure right now in the hip hop game. There is pressure to appreciate old school music. Like the older hip hop fans wants the younger fans to appreciate their type of music more than ever. And the younger fans want the older fans to get off their back. They're making music that they feel like making. The question, in my opinion, then becomes, you know, what's the essence of music making? Like, why do you make music as an artist, right? And so I think the younger generation is having a lot more fun. They're a lot more carefree. They're a lot more rebellious. And I think with those characteristics that I just mentioned, you're not going to care what, you know, somebody who's not a fan of their music thinks. So I don't think the younger generation cares at all about what the older generation thinks. But going back to your question about, like, you know, are we too accepting of music?
Yeah.
I think the older generation thinks that the younger generation is. But I just think, think that the younger generation is just doing what they want to do. They don't care. I'm having fun. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But do I think, you know, there should be? There's this notion that, you know, just because Drake likes an artist that I'm supposed to like an artist. I don't think that's true at all. Because what I was telling you behind scenes is that the reason for Drake liking an artist can be completely different or can be completely against the whole idea of actually liking their music. I'm suspicious, personally. I'm suspicious about the reason why Drake is co-signing Yeat. I'm suspicious. I personally believe Drake co-signed them because he thinks that Yeat has next, and he has to understand this wave that he has. Therefore, you know, he's, you know, running with this whole idea that, you know, he's now appreciative of that type of music. It's a good business plan for him.
Yeah.
If your typical fan just listens to Drake and says, "Oh yeah, you know, whatever Drake co-signs, I'm gonna listen to this, that," you might be falling in an abyss. You have to have your own mind. At the end of the day, you have to have your own mind. If the music is good, the music is good. Point blank. Period. Final answer.
Let me get this straight. So just to make sure I'm clear, you're saying
I'm all over the place.
I'm trying to figure out. I want to know what the hell I just heard.
Low key, I forgot the question.
Yo, see, So the question was, are music fans too accepting of pretty much everything that's new in hip hop? Again, looping in the J. Cole comment.
Okay.
Essentially, what I heard from you is that it's up to everybody to make up their own mind as far as whether or not they like the music. But where I want to bring this into play, which is like, yo, I do believe we got to bring back tastemakers. I get it. Not every tastemaker you should listen to. Matter of fact, there's going to be tastemakers who you just don't respect their opinion. That's fine too. But I'm saying people who say what's good and what's not, right? And I don't mean their word is law. You have to understand what I'm saying.
No,
I'm not saying the word is law. I'm saying the people who are vocal about what is good and what's not. Think about for the last year or two. All you've been hearing is nothing but old head after old head, whether it's Bow Wow, Fabulous, JD. I've heard mad old heads who are over 30 say, yo, music right now is trash. Hip hop is trash.
Yes.
Right? I get where they're coming from. They're essentially saying, yo, where's the traditional element of hip hop that we all know and appreciate or have appreciated?
Where's the creativity?
Where is it? We hearing the rage music, we're hearing the yeets and all that shit, but like, yo, where's the stuff that we all can rock with, even with the new school stuff? I do think, while, yeah, you can sound like an old head by just saying, I don't like this new generation, but at the end of the day, you kind of do have to stand on a certain side of things. Like I'm of the belief that at the end of the day, there's a such thing as trash music, and we have to be okay with saying something's trash. Like that's what I'm getting at. We got to be okay and confident, all of us, with saying something is trash or something is great. This whole idea that we just got to go along with things and, oh, it's new. It's cool.
Tell Jordan that.
Hey,
because I did argue.
Come on, bro.
I did argue with Jordan. Shout out Jordan.
Yeah,
I did argue with Jordan for a good minute about the fact that there is a such thing as bad music, in my opinion.
This is what I'm saying.
Right? But I mean,
there got to be a space to call something bad, and you basically are not a hater.
The thing is but the problem is critics are too negative. Like it's just naturally, if you're a critic, you're going to be negative. I don't think there's enough positivity in that landscape of critiquing music. You know, even myself, like, you know, okay, I've heard old heads say the music sucks. Why does the music suck? Okay, is there any element that you can take away? How come I've never heard anybody in their 30s when they're talking about the music young people are making? How come I've never heard any positive thing that they can say out of it?
You know why?
Why do you like Yeet? Why don't you like Yeet?
You know why?
Why?
Because we live in a clickbait era.
That's true.
We live in clickbait era.
That's true.
That type of shit don't get clicks.
That's true.
You know what it does? Calling something trash that everybody likes.
I've heard cosigns. We've heard J. Cole cosign. Did he say why? That's why I was like, that quote that he had was not. I think that was cat.
Yeah. Well.
Right.
Yeah. And
did he actually explain why?
He did. And what he said was, listen, we have to stop acting as if hip hop is this one thing. Right. In other words, he gave an analogy. I don't remember what it was, but essentially he was looking at it like, let's say the NBA. Right. NBA, you have different types of players.
Yes.
Right? But everybody has a specialty.
No,
I'm saying this is what he said.
I know that.
I'm telling you what he said,
and that's
bro.
what I'm saying. That's not an explanation of why you like the
No.
You're just saying
I'm playing devil's advocate.
No,
what I'm trying to say
I know it's not about
his
you.
point was
but
that there is something in these new school rappers like the Yeet, Ken Carsons that you can appreciate. It might not necessarily be what Cole does. That's great.
That's a whole bunch of nothing. I'm saying
I'm giving you what the band said,
I'm not
bro.
saying there's anything that
okay,
you
all right.
did
I just want to make it clear.
I'm saying as a whole. I'm tired of people doing that. It's not just in hip hop. It's not just. It's in sports. I hear it in sports. I hear it in people hedge their bets. They say something that's so general. That I'm saying specifically. What about the younger generation do you like? Specifically.
Well, no, he got into that stuff too, and that was the point. The point,
melodies.
The point was like,
do you like some of the melodies?
Production, feel for music, like a bunch of random.
Give me specific.
Stuff. Listen,
what is it that Yeet does that you like?
Listen, I'm not here to debate Yeet, all right?
Jeez.
Or argue for Yeet. Let's keep it pushing, though. I don't freaking feel like debating Yeet.
Tell you guys watered
Look
down
at you,
convos.
You turned up. You forgot the question. Now you're turned up. I like the energy.
I was completely. Right? I forgot.
Man,
next topic.
Lego.
Do the top rappers have responsibility to push the culture forward? Wow. You know, anytime the word culture is in a question or in the title, I get excited because that word culture is so powerful these days. So, what you were the one that proposed this topic, right? So, like, what was it about this topic that made you come up with it?
Okay, so I came across a Benny the Butcher clip where he sat down with Elliot Wilson, a Rap Radar.
Yeah.
And he was giving Cole a lot of props, right? Obviously. Cole blessed him with arguably one of Cole's best features, Johnny P's Caddy, right?
Yep.
What Cole did on that verse, spectacular. Go ahead.
This is the episode. I'm just gonna be blunt.
What's
Benny the Butcher stay getting washed on his songs. I love Benny the Butcher.
Who you watch? Wayne.
He's Wayne. Did you hear the song?
Wayne washed him.
Woo!
Wayne washed him.
Wayne, right?
Wayne washed him.
Cole
washed him. These are goats.
Yeah, these. I know. I'm not saying it's his fault.
Well, speak on that though.
Who else?
Don't just act like he getting washed by Lil Yachty.
Another song.
What you talking about, bro?
Damn, he got washed again. Freddie Gibbs. Oh God,
he got washed by Fred.
Freddie Gibbs. Yeah,
he didn't watch. No, Freddie did not watch.
Freddie beat him. I thought Freddie beat him.
But nonetheless,
okay, sorry.
Hey Benny, hey, he said
I love
that.
Benny though.
He said
I love
that. But no,
Burden of
here's
proof.
the reason why I like Benny though. Benny, outside of his raps, right? He speaks on the culture.
Yeah.
He gives his opinion on the culture. And
sure.
one of the things that he said was J. Cole is one of the only top rappers that takes on the embodiment of what it means to be a top rapper, right? Like, and what he was getting at was he thinks that top rappers should be pushing the culture forward. That means
the hip hop industry, J. Cole need to just get a room. All this love for J. Cole he's cool. He's cool.
Hey,
he's
listen,
cool.
man.
But like, damn, like J. Cole, can J. Cole do anything wrong these days?
Bro. Well,
He's Jesus.
You were supposed to shit on Cole's last
Cole.
topic. You got a long-standing beef with Cole.
No, I
You
don't.
should have said it
I don't
earlier.
have beef with Cole.
You gonna cap on camera?
I don't have beef with Cole. I just said everything I've said.
Are you going to lie on camera and say you don't have an issue with Cole?
I'm actually real. I'm about to explain.
Go ahead and let's get back to the
My
topic.
issue with Cole, I've always said was Cole used to be a boring rapper. He was boring, right?
Okay.
And then I've also said, yo, like Cole, I love Cole's verses, but let's not act like they disrupt the flow of a song. Like, you know, they're great, but like his verses definitely disrupt the flows of songs.
So you say that, and I hear that point,
Like,
and I've always,
from a musical standpoint.
by the way, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up.
I
This
love
is
what he
actually
stands
fitting
for.
that you said that in
Yeah.
what I'm about to say, because every time you said that, while I understand where you're coming from, I don't think every case, every example you've given of him while him spazzing out on a song applies to that narrative that you feel. So, for example, I thought on Johnny P's Caddy, it was appropriate. He was supposed to snap.
Yeah, for sure.
First person shooter, what that song was, he was supposed to snap. Every song, most of the songs where Cole goes off, he's supposed to snap. And that goes to the point that Benny the Butcher was actually going with, which I kind of agree with him, which is, look, right now, lyricism in rap is at the top, is damn near at an all-time low. Let's keep it real. In terms of where rap is going,
disagree with that.
Think about the most popular rappers right now, the new generation, whether it's, and when I say popular, I mean like people who are considered next. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Gunna, Yee, Ken Carson, the people that they name as next. None of them are lyricists. None of them speak on like, you don't appreciate their songwriting. That's not why we like them for the most part. And I think the point is, it's ironic that out of the last 10 years, when somebody's a top rapper, usually you would say these people they have the ability to rap. Like they can actually rap. And I'm remiss if I don't mention Drake. Drake has been a top rapper. We all know Drake can spit. When you're a top rapper, you're supposed to be able to spit, bro. I don't care. We gotta stop acting like you can't spit.
But
you're supposed to know how to rap. If you are a top rapper, you got to know how to rap. I'm sorry.
But here's the thing, though. Like,
this shit pisses me off.
You mentioned J. Cole.
It pisses me off, dog.
You mentioned
I'm sick of this shit.
You mentioned J. Cole where you said when it's appropriate,
he snaps.
You know, he snaps. I've heard some of these guys where you consider young jits, the younger rappers, when it was appropriate, they snapped. Like Trippie Redd. When Trippie Redd puts his head down and start straight raps, he's actually really good. Juice WRLD. When Juice WRLD wanted to rap,
rest in peace, Juice WRLD.
He was actually very
Juice
good.
WRLD snapped.
You know what I mean? Like when you look Uzi, I've heard really good verses from Uzi. I've heard really good verses from Polo G.
They don't snap.
I've heard Polo G snap.
Is he a top rapper?
He is a top rapper. Polo G.
Is he a top rapper that's at the forefront of pushing the culture forward?
I've heard Dirk. So Dirk
is he in that?
So the question is, Snap. Okay, in the history of hip hop, how many top rappers actually snapped like J. Cole did? There's always been like a handful. There's not always this whole notion that everybody was lyricists in 1990 is not true.
First of all,
they were not all lyricists.
First of all, let's be clear.
And I'm saying when Polo G wants to snap, Polo G is actually really good. He can snap. I'm not saying he's Cole.
Hey, bro.
I'm not saying he's Kendrick.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. One of the only top rappers right now of the new school generation that understands the assignment of the responsibility that comes with snapping when the moment is right is 21 Savage.
21 Savage.
21 Savage understands the assignment and the responsibility of snapping.
No,
yes, he does.
No, So let me tell you something. Fabio Foreign.
Yeah.
On everybody was surprised. Fabio Foreign snapped on that Kanye
off the grid.
That was one of the best verses I've heard in hip hop last year or whatever Kanye's album came out that year. That was one of the best verses. Would you have ever thought that was going to come from Fabio Foreign? They do it.
A verse like that?
They do it. They do it. They can rap. It's just they don't choose to do it all the time. But like these guys can rap. These guys can rap. A lot of them can rap.
You speaking on the problem.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't want Cole to be snapping every time. I think Cole's better than that. I don't want him snapping every time. As much as you're saying there should be a balance with the younger generation, there should be a balance with the older generation too. I don't want to hear snaps every time from Cole and Kendrick. How about you just make a good song? Period. Right? Like that's what I liked about the Black Panther. The Black Panther soundtrack. I felt like Kendrick was actually making straight, complete records. Like the joint with him and SZA, the Stars. All the Stars. That was a complete one of my favorite Kendrick records because it was a complete song. Good chorus, fun loving. He didn't snap, but that's what that we need more of that. That's my issue. So you're saying like Cole had a great verse. Yeah, I agree. He had a great verse. He's been snapping. But let me hear a good song from Cole now. Mix it up a little bit. If you're gonna complain about,
that's fair.
If you're gonna complain about Uzi and them, mix it up. You mix it up too.
Me?
I think not you.
Cole, like what did I do?
Drake mixes it up perfectly.
He does. Now he's the best. He's the best at mixing it up. Cole, Drake is the best. So the best. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I like where you went with it. I like where you went with that. Listen, the energy you've had about Cole for years, it plays a part in this conversation.
It plays a part in like Fabio. I'm telling you right now, Fabio Foreign had fire verses, dog.
He's had a few.
He's had a few fire verses
for sure.
Pop Smoke, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Younger generation, Pop Smoke was early 20s. He had fire verses. This whole notion that there ain't no rappers in the young generation. No, they just not doing. They just probably don't have the same balance that the older generation wants of rap to melodies or whatever.
That's fair.
But then again, that's not what people want to hear.
That's fair.
What's getting billions of views?
That's fair.
What's getting billions of views? First Class.
J. Cole still getting billions. J. Cole still getting billions of views.
Hell, he's not. No, he's not.
Excuse me?
He's not.
Excuse me?
You know how much a billion is?
I know how much a billion is.
All right.
I do. Okay. You don't think Cole's getting a billion?
He's not getting.
And what are we talking about? We talking about a song?
Per song.
Oh, no, come on.
And the closest,
on, man.
You know, it's probably Cole's most streamed song right now. All my life.
Which you said he did too much on that verse.
I did think.
Which is absolute nonsense.
I did think he did a lot.
But whatever, it's cool. It's your opinion. It's your opinion.
I'm just saying. I
get it.
I personally like when a song flows well, dog. Like, that's just me. That's my opinion.
And I'm understanding of that.
That's my opinion.
I respect that, and I do too. Mm-hmm. But I believe that it's when you're supposed to go. There are moments in music. That Drake, that Lil Durk song, All My Life, is a moment. Memorable hook. Yeah. It has even the kids in the background.
And the meaning of it.
Meaningful song. He was saying some real ish.
Yeah.
That was a moment I think Cole met the assignment. A top rapper's supposed to do that.
Yes.
That's what the top rapper's supposed to do.
You know, can I just say this real quick and then we can move on?
Go ahead.
This was something that I really liked about Puff Daddy. I know, and we've been kissing Puff Daddy's ass for the last 3 episodes. And this is the last thing I'm saying about Puff Daddy. Right?
There's a couple people I want to stop talking about.
Yeah,
by the way. Cole, Drake,
Yachty, I don't want to talk
Drake,
about that no
we've been having mad
Drake,
thumbnails our last couple of them. Go ahead.
But what I will say, Puff Daddy with Biggie, right? We all know Biggie was super duper lyrical, but like what Puff Daddy was able to do was be like, all right, let's have a good balance of lyrical and like a good balance of commercial, a good balance of club. He really, if you listen to Ready or Die, like Big is can go nuclear on anybody.
Yeah.
But he packaged Big in a way that was consumable. You know what I mean? Very consumable for a wide mass of hip hop artists. That's why a lot of people can say they like Biggie's music. Not as many people are saying they like in the hip hop community are saying they like Cole's music. Not enough to me, and not enough people are saying they like Uzi's music. I think that's what's missing in hip hop: being able to package your artistry in a way that is consumable, universal. And I don't think there's a universal problem with hip hop right now.
I think right now we're living in an era right now where music, but more specifically hip hop is more fragmented than ever.
Yes.
The days of us having like a top tier rapper who's going to be international, them shits is
gone,
they're
right?
gone, bro.
It's gone.
Think about all the different pockets, whether it's rage, whether it's boom bap. People like Westside Gun can have success, and somebody on the other side of the world can never know who the hell he is, but he can sell well.
Exactly.
There's so many bags. There's so many bags in hip hop,
and that's why I got it's number one.
So many bags,
and that's why I'm really excited about Central C, because I was like, I look at Central C and I'm like, yo, he looks the part. He raps the way his style is, and what he's opening up and trying to do is universal. People can bash the baby. The baby was turning universal.
The appeal was there. The commercial appeal was there.
He was still rapping hard and this, that.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, bro. Let's keep it pushing, though, man. Next topic: artists you love but would never see in concert.
Ooh, I like this. This is a quick one.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, shout out to RGM. RGM put up a post the other day where Earl Sweatshirt and Alchemist were having a discussion about like what's wrong with live performances these days. They were talking about how people are rapping too much over their background tracks on stage. Like why would you want to pay to go see somebody do karaoke or like not give any real energy on stage? And it got me thinking, like, they're right. There's a lot of artists that I see that I see clips from them on stage and I may love their music, but I'm like, see, this is why I would never go watch them. Right. And it got me thinking, who are some artists that you absolutely love their music, you love what they do, but something about their aesthetic, something about maybe clips you've seen about what they do, on stage, whether it's on Instagram or just in general, you just have zero interest in seeing them on stage. If you had something to name, who would you think, or who would you say? Give me like two, and then we'll go back and forth.
So first and foremost, I want to get this out the way. There's not a single artist. I'm in an era of my life. There's not a single artist I love. Like music has become a job for me, unfortunately. So it's like I don't love a certain artist anymore. But like when I was definitely growing up, I loved Lupe Fiasco. I think I would actually pay to see Lupe Fiasco in concert just because it would be tight to like hear him do the cool, like just kind of how he did the transition from song to song.
Right.
But aside from that, I mean, Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi was the first person that came to my mind, especially behind the scenes when we were just talking right now. Cudi's music is so moody. He does have that rager aspect to his music, and there's some times when he turns up, but I can just see a case where like he may not bring a certain level of energy one day. It might be the day that you go where he's moody. I can just see where I don't feel like hearing that kind of music in concert today.
I got you.
I would have to wake up ready to hear that kind of music. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he's somebody that comes to mind.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple. I'll give you a couple for me. Maybe you got some others, but to me, one of the first people that I thought of was Lil Wayne.
Ooh,
like I get it, and I actually have heard raving reviews from people.
Interesting.
People who spoke on Lil Wayne, and they're like, oh, I like his concert, but it's a mixed bag. I've heard mixed reviews about Wayne in concert, and without even getting into that, Wayne has been somebody that I've loved throughout the years, loved his music. Carter 2, Carter 3, even Carter 1. Let's not even talk about the mixtape run. I love all of that shit, just like all of y'all do. Like, however, there's nothing about Wayne that makes me want to go see him in concert. Like, it just don't appeal to me. It just doesn't appeal to me. I feel like I would get a very mixed bag. I wouldn't know what to expect on that stage.
For sure.
One day he might be too lackadaisical and be like, why
That's
the hell
how
am
I
I
feel
here?
about Kid
The
Cudi.
other day he might
Yeah.
turn up and be like, yo, this is the best concert ever. Honestly, the other one, I've historically said, Jay-Z. I've never been interested in seeing Jay-Z in concert. Not one time in life.
Seriously.
Not
I did
one
it.
time. And don't get me wrong. I've heard of some of these more intimate concerts, whether it's that B-Sides concert he did like at a more like a
Yeah.
smaller theater,
Yeah.
which I heard was very good,
Yeah.
because it was more intimate. And maybe that has something to
That's
do with
what I
it too.
think is the big thing would be the intimacy of
Yeah.
of the setup.
Also, just bro, he has no energy on stage, man. I've seen it. I've seen it I've seen it. You've seen it on TV. I'm not interested in
He's
seeing
too
some
cool.
Me personally, I have expectations for
Yeah.
my favorite
He's
artists
too
that
cool
I would
for
like to
school.
go see, where I want them to be energetic. I want them to be into
Yeah.
the music. I
Yeah.
want to see them moving around. There's stuff that I personally like to see.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's different. We all have our own sort of
Yeah.
expectations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody might hear Jay-Z. What the hell are you talking about? Like, Jay-Z is a freaking incredible live performer.
Well, if you know his style of music,
You know
his
what I'm
style of music, I don't know if it's super concert centric, but I mean, Pusha T is somebody that comes to my mind. I can't see somebody being like, I want to go to a Pusha T concert. Like, I,
Yo,
don't know, I
fuck.
can't see that. I love Pusha T. It's surprising, but not so surprising.
Yeah.
Rihanna. I just
Oh,
never. Rihanna's music is made for concerts. Like, if you throw Rihanna's music, if a DJ has Rihanna's albums and ready to just mix it up, it's amazing to hear. But I don't know if Rihanna is as good as a performer. It could be the Super Bowl. I thought that was probably the worst Super Bowl performance. I mean, she was pregnant. She has an excuse, but
yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it at all. And I can, if I were to guess, a Rihanna concert is not that it's bad or boring, but it might be underwhelming. It may not be what you are expecting.
I get that. The other person I love, real quick, last person. I have a laundry list, but like Summer Walker, man.
Ooh,
Summer
I
Walker.
would love if it's
See,
intimate,
me personally,
if it's intimate, just like
yeah,
a little like 30 people sit down. You got some damn a damn wine.
Yeah.
On the table,
Depending
it's
on-
dark.
depending on the
oh yeah,
vibe.
hell yeah, and she's talking like in between songs.
you can see that being
Oh,
good.
that would be tight.
I see. I think the opposite, man. Like I've seen her, never seen her in concert, but like I'm not interested in seeing her. She seems to be way more reserved than I personally like. It's a personal thing, and that's what this is all about. This is a personal
Damn, so
decision
you-
why you would want to see somebody or would not want to see somebody.
You would probably hate freaking Brent. Not I was gonna say Brent Faiyaz.
Brent Faiyaz?
Brent Faiyaz would probably be.
What's he do?
He seems chill. He seems super chill.
See, me personally, I like to
what's
see.
the other guy? Bryson Tiller.
I like to see people up on stage, like not necessarily energetic. You only be running around, but like, yo, put on a show, man. Like, and I know all shows don't look the same, but you got to give me some energy. Yo, if I'm gonna pay $300-$400 to come out of my house, hey, bro,
Can I throw a?
the least you can do is put some energy.
Can I
out.
throw
Come on.
a wild card in this?
What's up?
Every person I mentioned, if DJ Khaled was on that stage with them, then oh hell yeah, I'm going there. Yeah, DJ Khaled hyping you up. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yo, now let's keep it pushing, man. Next and last topic, man. What is your favorite Zero Skips album?
My favorite or my favorites.
This might end up being a whole new segment on this show.
Of course.
Because we have a whole Zero Skips playlist that we promote every episode. But in reality, I feel like that term gets used a lot. When they say, yo, man, this album had no skips. I feel like people say that, they don't really mean it. It's become a like just a saying, meaning it's a very good album.
Yes.
And that most of the songs are good.
Yes.
But let's be literal for a change.
Yes.
Do Zero Skips albums exist?
Yes, they do.
And if they do, here's where you get the opportunity to list out the album and the songs, and we're gonna go back and forth to see if
It's a competition.
I'm gonna love
I'm
this
gonna
segment.
beat you on this one.
I'm gonna love you're not gonna
I'm
beat
gonna
me.
beat you on
You're
this
not
one.
gonna
I
win.
did a switch up.
100%.
I just did an audible, brother.
Do it.
Are you ready?
Go for it.
Are you ready?
Remember, the key here is you list out your
Yeah.
album.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through the
These
track
songs,
list
yeah.
real
Yeah,
quick,
I'm about
and
to
I'm
listen.
gonna
I'm
go
about to
either
do-
a skip or
And
not a skip.
I'm gonna tell you, shut up if you say it's a skip.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Drum roll, please.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Rick Ross, Teflon Don.
Ooh,
There's no skips on that.
First
album.
off, you already shooting.
Teflon
First
Don.
off, I'm gonna give you
What?
props because you already shooting a high percentage. I believe it's like a 11
I was
song
gonna
album.
say, it's
It's
12.
a 12 song. Okay, go ahead.
Actually, no, 11. Yeah, 11. You're
All right,
right.
see,
So
I'm-
you already know. So you like this album.
Oh, I love the album. Go for it. Hey,
But
let's go through it. Let's go through
I'm
it.
not a star.
Oh, I love that song. Come on now.
Okay, no skip. No skip. Skip. Is that a skip or no skip?
That's a no skip.
Okay. Freemason with Jay-Z.
Oh, 0 skips. Come on. 0 skips.
I love that song.
What are we talking about?
Tears of Joy with CeeLo.
Come on now.
Ooh.
Come on now. 0 skip. We not. How can you skip that?
Maybach Music 3 with T.I., Jadakiss, and Erykah Badu. That's a close one.
That one's shaky.
I actually don't even
I'm gonna be
remember
honest with
what
you.
it sounds like.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybach Music, that whole series stopped being
It's after
amazing
two.
after I believe 2.
Yeah.
The one that T-Pain was on.
Yeah. T-Pain.
I believe T-Pain was on 2.
Yeah. No, yeah, T-Pain, Kanye, and Lil Wayne.
I forget who.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, those were shaky. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was on. That one's a little iffy.
maybe
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Live Fast, Die Young
Come on,
with
dog.
Kanye.
Amazing
You
song.
already know that. Super High with Neo.
Super
Yeah.
high.
Number 1 with Trey Songz and Diddy.
How'd that go?
Hello, good morning. Tell me what the lick read.
I'm gonna be real with you.
No, it's not a skip.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
It's not a skip. It's not a skip.
I'm gonna be real with
No.
you, dog. We might have the first skip, but keep
No,
going.
no.
I'm gonna keep a mental note.
All right,
keep
all
it,
right,
keep it going.
all right,
I'm
all
gonna keep a mental.
Yeah, I'm about to keep a punch into your face.
Go ahead, man.
MC Hammer with Gucci.
Oh, I love that. I love that song.
MC Hammer.
That you can. If you skip that, you should go to jail. I'm
That's-
just
yeah,
saying.
That's
Go to jail.
BMF. Come on, we all know. That's classic.
Come on, man.
Ashton Martin music. Do I even have to? Ashton Martin music.
First off, say it right. It's Aston.
It's Ashton. Oh,
It's not Ashton Kutcher. It's Aston, bro. What are you talking about?
Aston Martin music.
Yes, sir. Amazing.
All the money in the world.
Oh, I love that joint.
joint.
Who's on that joint? That's the who's the
Raphael
singer?
Sadiq.
Oh yeah, come on
I
now.
love that joint.
Yeah.
And he opens up. So that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, look. Okay.
Maybe. Okay. I'll give
There's
you Maybach
two
Music
that's
3.
on the fence.
Maybe Maybach Music 3. I do not agree at all with number 1. Number 1.
Listen,
is freaking
I'll give
fire.
you. Okay, if I give you number 1, I'm telling you that Maybach Music 3 is on the
I
fence.
think it might be skippable, but we'll see.
It's possibly
That's close.
skippable.
By
So
the way.
there's 1 or 2 that's possibly
All
skippable.
right.
All right, cool. Well, guess what? I'm gonna one up you.
All right, let me turn this.
I'ma one-up you,
Let
bruh.
me turn this douchebag button.
I'm
on.
gonna one up you, bro.
All right, let's go.
Guess what? I'm gonna start this off with a bang. Future DS2.
All right.
0 skips album, and I'm gonna be real with you, man.
About 2 or 3 skips on there.
Ain't no
brother.
skips, bro.
2
First
or
off,
3 skips on
19
there, brother.
songs. 19 songs
Jesus.
on the deluxe, and this how
Jesus.
fire this album is.
19 for 19
songs, and it's
19
still,
for 19.
bro. It's DS2. Yes.
19 for 19.
Let's get into
Is
it.
this album Victor Wimbiana?
We gonna start it off.
Okay, here we go.
Thought it was a drought.
Of course, that's not a skip.
Thank
No,
you.
Not a skip at all.
I serve the bass. I serve the bass. I serve the bass.
Ah!
What? Come on now. Nah, you crazy already? nah, nope. You starting off nope. Nope. I'm not with you on that. You're crazy.
Is there lifelines in this game?
We can make them.
Can we call somebody?
What I did for yours, for those 2, we gonna
go back. Mark it.
Yeah, we gonna mark that, okay?
Yeah.
Where you at with Drake?
Oh no, that's
Where
not
you
a
at?
skip.
Is
I like
okay,
that.
all right, cool.
I like that joint.
Groupies? Yeah, I'm fucking
Groupies.
my groupies. Yeah, I'm fucking my groupies. Yeah, I'm fucking my group. Woo! What? You got maybe you don't know this
it's not
album
a
well.
skip. It's not a skip, but it's not my favorite song.
Okay,
Not a
okay.
skip.
All right, I'll take that.
And I think if we look at it that way, I serve the
I like
Bass
that.
is not
I
a
like
skip.
the
It's
pivot.
not my favorite song, but it's not a skip.
I like the pivot, sir. Rich Sex. Rich Sex.
That's not a skip. I don't think
Okay.
it's a skip. It's an interesting listen. It's not a skip.
Okay. Blood on the Money.
I love that song.
You like
That's
that
one of
joint?
my favorite songs.
You like that? That's one of your
my
favorites, really?
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not one of my favorites, but
Yeah, I
I
love
definitely
that.
not no damn skip.
I got blood on the money, but I still count it.
Yeah,
Or what did you say?
that
Count
shit's
it? Oh yeah, that's hard.
Trap niggas.
Of course, that's not a skip.
Okay. The Percocet and stripper joint.
Ooh. How does it go? Mark it. Mark it.
You want me to mark that?
Mark it.
Okay, I'll mark it. But that's not a skip. I'm just letting you know. It's not a skip. We got, but I'm gonna let you mark
Okay.
it. I'm gonna let you mark that.
Mark.
Real Sisters.
Of course, no. That's not a skip.
Okay. Know the Meaning. that ain't no
Not a
diss.
skip. It's not a skip. It's not a skip.
Okay, I was like, yo, do I have to play these songs?
Not a skip.
Oh, okay. F up some commas.
Of course, that's not a skip.
No skip, right? Colossal. Colossal. Colossal.
How does it go?
Come on, man.
That's skip.
You-
That is the definition of a skip. Definition of a skip song. That is the definition of a skip song. That is the definition.
You
The
are literally out of your mind.
Look up the word skip
How
in
the
the
heck-
dictionary. That is the definition of a skip
How
song.
could you say that is a skip definitively, but I Sir the bass is on the border? That's literally backwards. But whatever, man. That's crazy.
That's a skip. That's a skip.
That's literally insane.
I'm not trying to hear that song. I'm not trying to hear it.
Blow a bag. I blew a bag today. That's a skip.
That's not a skip.
Okay, I
didn't
was
think it's a
okay.
skip.
Okay.
I brother, it came.
You gotta
out
think. You gotta
8
think.
years ago.
I got you. You're right. No, it's more like 7.
I am.
Stick talk.
Of course, that's a classic.
My little one.
It's good. It's not a skip. I wouldn't call it a skip. I wouldn't call it a skip. No, I wouldn't.
Rotation.
No, I wouldn't call it a skip.
Okay. All right. When we get down to it,
It's about 3.
when we get down to it, it's about 3 you have an issue with.
Yeah, I have an issue.
You have an issue with about 3.
I served the base,
And I don't agree
on
with-
the
that's
border.
insane.
But the one with the Zaytoven, that's absolutely a skip. That's a skip.
Colossal?
Yes, that's a skip to me. That's a skip.
Bro, Future made the word colossal like popular from that song.
I'm not trying to hear it.
All
So
right,
that's the definition of a skip. I'm
All
not
right,
trying
bro.
to hear that song.
That's insane.
You trying to hear it? I'm not trying to hear it.
I'm trying to hear it, bro. I'm just like, I'm trying to hear it. Hey, guys, you guys are out there. You be the judge.
DS2.
Does DS2
I'll
have
beat
any
you next
skips?
time. I beat you.
Or does
Teflon Don.
Teflon Don
has no skips.
have 0 skips? Because listen, 2 of them joints is skips.
Maybach Music 3 is maybe.
2 of them joints is
Maybe
skips.
music.
No, but anyway, guys, if you've made it this far, man, shout out to you, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you're watching this on YouTube. Follow us on all the
what you got to
socials.
say?
Leo,
Let
what
me
you think,
scratch.
man? And as always, if you're giving advice, just make sure that thing is ill.
Yes, sir.
Bow!